The screen of my phone shattered my life. Unexpected texts that revealed Evelyn's affair. Each message twisted the knife deeper. Betrayal by the woman I loved with Oliver, of all people. My heart raced as plans of vengeance slowly hatched. Teaming with Clara, we crafted a deception of our own. Together, we turned agony into action. This is my story. Enjoy watching it.
I never anticipated finding myself in this predicament, the discovery of my wife Evelyn's affair with Oliver. Our supposedly happy relationship of 10 years came crashing down a few months ago. The betrayal hit me hard, and I needed a way to channel my anger and pain. That's when I stumbled upon those incriminating Facebook messages from Oliver. I realized that I couldn't simply explode in anger. I had to handle the situation differently. My brother's advice echoed in my mind, urging me to approach this methodically and ensure there were consequences. I didn't want to regret not taking action later. After days of careful planning, an idea formed in my mind, a form of revenge that would not only help me heal, but also teach Evelyn a lesson. I reached out to Oliver's wife, Clara, on Facebook. To my surprise, she remained calm and composed throughout the entire ordeal, and shockingly, she desired revenge as well. Clara and I devised a cunning plan to go on a date and intentionally be seen by Evelyn and Oliver, effectively turning the tables on them. It seemed like the perfect way to make them experience the consequences of their actions. Initially hesitant, the more I pondered over the idea, the more I grew fond of it. As Friday approached, the night when Evelyn and Oliver were scheduled to meet, I played along with Evelyn's plans, my heart pounding with anticipation. Clara and I knew that the swanky bar in another part of the city was their designated meeting spot for the agreed-upon night. Evelyn left, thinking she was simply going out with a friend for dinner and shopping. Oliver, on the other hand, concocted a story about going axe-throwing with his buddies for Clara. Little did they know what awaited them. Clara and I dressed up, looking our absolute best. The adrenaline surged through us as we prepared for our night on the town. It was a night meant for revenge, a night where we conversed excitedly in the car, acknowledging the underlying sadness and frustration behind our actions. Upon arriving at the bar, we spotted Evelyn and Oliver in a cozy corner, blissfully unaware of the impending events about to unfold. Clara and I strolled hand in hand towards a table strategically positioned within the room, yet not immediately noticeable. We proceeded to order drinks and appetizers, stealing glances at Evelyn and Oliver until they finally acknowledged our presence. The shock on their faces was truly priceless, with eyes wide as if they had seen a ghost. I could almost hear the gears turning in their heads as they grappled with the unexpected turn of events. Clara then whispered that they had spotted us, urging me to kiss her. Initially hesitant, I eventually gave in, sharing a long, passionate kiss fueled by our mutual anger. Peeking through my hands, I could witness the chaos unfolding at their table. They were a whirlwind of emotions, furious, exposed, and confused. After about 15 minutes of our laughter and flirting, Oliver gathered the courage to confront us. Stammering, he tried to pass off the situation as a mere coincidence. Demanding to know what was happening, I played it cool, acting as if running into him was no big deal. "Hey, Oliver," I said casually, as if we were old friends. "What a surprise to see you here. Clara and I just decided to grab a drink for the hell of it. You remember Clara, don't you? She's your wife." Oliver's face turned beet red, and he began to stutter even more. Evelyn, observing the entire interaction from their table, appeared horrified and on the verge of tears. Before Oliver could say anything else, Clara chimed in. "Oh, come on, Oliver. It's not like we're doing anything wrong. We're just two people having a good time, just like you and Evelyn." The look on their faces was absolutely priceless. They were caught red-handed, and the reality of their infidelity had hit them. Clearly at a loss for words, Oliver mumbled some excuse about needing to use the restroom and quickly disappeared. Evelyn, unable to bear the weight of her own deceit any longer, stood up from her seat, tears streaming down her face, and stormed out of the bar. It was evident that she never expected to face the consequences of her affair. Our mission was accomplished. Clara and I celebrated with a high five and a knowing look. The feeling of turning the tables on our unfaithful partners was indescribable. We stayed at the bar, enjoying our drinks and getting to know each other better. Despite the circumstances that brought us together, we discovered we had many similarities and enjoyed each other's company. As the evening went on, Clara and I shared stories about our marriages, the efforts to make things right, and the subsequent disappointments by our spouses. Opening up to someone who truly understood my pain was therapeutic. When it was time to go, I drove Clara home and we promised to stay in touch. We knew there were tough conversations and decisions ahead, but at least we had each other for support. In the following weeks, both of our marriages fell apart. Evelyn and Oliver expressed regret, but it was too little, too late. Clara and I helped each other through the divorce process and coping with the emotional aftermath. Our revenge plan did more than just teach our cheating partners a lesson. It brought together two individuals facing immense heartbreak, giving us the courage to move forward. Although Clara and I are not romantically involved, we have become close friends. The future is uncertain, but the support we have provided each other has been invaluable. That's my story of seeking revenge on my cheating wife and her lover. What are your thoughts? Would you have handled things differently? Thanks for listening to One Infidelity Hit. If you liked what you heard, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and drop us a like.